When I moved out to the edge of the subdivision, I thought I'd finally escaped HOA madness. My property was outside their jurisdiction, clearly marked, fenced, and deeded independently. I paid no dues, owed them nothing, and frankly wanted nothing to do with them. But people like HOA Karen don't see boundaries, they see opportunities to control. First, it was little things. I'd catch her sneaking down my driveway, clipboard in hand, inspecting my garage door paint. When I confronted her, she said, "If your property is visible from the neighborhood, it falls under our standards." I laughed. "Lady, this is county land, not HOA land. You've got no authority here." She sneered. "We'll see about that." And oh, we would. The first big stunt came a month later. I came home from work to find bright orange violation notices taped to my barn, my fence, even my mailbox. Violations: unapproved fence design, unauthorized livestock, failure to maintain landscaping. Karen had even fined me $1,000 payable to the HOA. That was strike one. I ripped the notices down, tossed them in the trash, and emailed my lawyer. He chuckled. "Don't worry, they've got no legal authority over you. But let's play this smart. Document everything." So I did. Cameras, timestamps, screenshots of her bogus fines, I collected it all. Strike two came when she tried to block my contractors. I was having a new roof installed, and Karen actually stood in my driveway with 2 HOA board members, waving their hands at the trucks. "You don't have approved vendors," she barked. The foreman looked at me, confused. I just smiled. "Drive-through. If she doesn't move, call the sheriff." They drove through. She didn't move. She got clipped on the hip by a ladder rack, stumbled, and screamed like she'd been hit by a train. She called 911 claiming assault with a deadly weapon. When deputies arrived, I calmly handed them security footage showing her deliberately blocking the work. She got a trespassing warning instead. Oh, that made her furious. Strike three? That's when she went nuclear. One morning, I woke to find a backhoe digging at the edge of my property. I ran out in disbelief. Karen had hired a crew to trench across my pasture, claiming it was an easement extension for HOA utilities. "You can't touch my land," I shouted. Karen smirked. "It's community improvement. You'll thank me later." That's when I called in the cavalry. See, what Karen didn't know was that I had friends in county zoning and the sheriff's department. Within an hour, county inspectors were on site, along with deputies. They shut her project down immediately. Worse for her, they discovered the HOA had been misusing funds, charging homeowners for infrastructure projects on land the HOA didn't even own. The backhoe? Impounded. The crew? Sent home unpaid. Karen? Issued a stop work order and a $25,000 fine for illegal excavation. But I wasn't done. Remember all those fake fines and harassment attempts? I turned my documented evidence into a lawsuit. Harassment, trespass, attempted property damage, you name it. The day we went to court, Karen strutted in like she still owned the place. She told the judge I was a disgruntled member of the HOA. That's when my lawyer dropped the deed on the table. "Your Honor, my client's property predates this HOA by 40 years. They have no jurisdiction. What they've done amounts to fraud and harassment." The judge leaned over his glasses. "Mrs. Henderson, is this true?" Karen sputtered. But his house is visible from our community." The courtroom laughed. The judge slammed his gavel. "Visibility is not ownership." Case dismissed in plaintiff's favor. Karen was ordered to pay me $75,000 in damages. The fallout was glorious. The HOA board ousted her in disgrace. Homeowners sued her personally for mismanaging funds. The sheriff's office flagged her for harassment. And me? I used part of my settlement to build a massive 10-foot steel gate at my driveway entrance, with a sign that reads, "Private property. Trespassers will be prosecuted. HOA membership not recognized." Every time Karen drives by, she slows down, glares at that sign, and keeps going. Here's the thing about people like her. They thrive on fear and compliance. But the moment you push back with the law, the truth, and a fat stack of evidence, their whole empire crumbles. Karen thought she owned me. Instead, she lost everything. And I gained not just peace, but the sweetest victory of all.